Hi students, B Teacher Jen. Welcome to the part 2 of our week's art class. So on the first one is a cap. This time around we are going to do a construction drawing on how to do tissue paper. So at first you need a construction, which is a rectangle shape on this area. Then what you need to do here is, if you are going to construct these folds of tissue paper, construct this as simple as possible, because what we are aiming here is yung softness ng tissue paper. So don't try to create curves yet, but rather construct it as parang block, the way we do constructions on our other drawings. Okay, so after you construct your image, what you need to do now is you could slowly build or shape your block of your construction drawing. Try to pay attention to the perspectives. Again, do not do the details yet. The main idea is the proper construction first, but our objective kasi is the detail for this week. Yet I don't want you guys to just draw on the details and have a wrong perspective on your drawing. So pay attention to the foreground on this area, on which, if you look at it properly, it has the same height. So you could adjust this one as you go along, somewhere here, and then pay attention to the cuts, because that will define the folds of your drawing, especially on this area that it has an overlay ng line somewhere here, and it curves around this area, shapes like this, and then curves here. And then pay attention to this one, that it hits a little bit closer. It gives a little bit of space lang. It ends here. And then create towards this one. And then pay attention that it has a cone shape towards this area, and then it creates an overlap line again, and then curves, and then goes to the end part of this area. Now after the construction has been done, pay attention again that it has the same level. Now after the same level, try to visualize that this one needs to be a little bit taller here and wider. So you could adjust this a little bit and make it a little bit taller, so it's a bit more prominent towards this area or against this area. Now once the construction drawing is done, most of your questions will be, Teacher Jeng, how will I place the shadows if all I could see is yellowish and white? Another thing to do is get this picture, change it into a black and white orientation using your photo edits, so you could easily see the shadows as you go along and draw your subject. But we are not paying attention too much on the shadow. What we are trying to convey is yung detail that could later on help define or improve your drawings. What we're looking for is the flow ng detail, because a lot of students will just shade it, and then pagdating ng detail, instead na nasunod sa flow nung subject, nagiging straight minsan yung details, or the details goes the other way around. So doesn't need to be perfect, you just have to find its position and look properly kung paano yung flow nung details. For the shadows, of course, para siyang paper bag, just like what we did last time. Try to pay attention to the change of tones, especially dun sa fold area. If you look at this one, the other side will be a little bit more darker, and then the other side is a little bit lighter. So mostly kapag sa shadows, darker, light, and then medium tone. Hindi siya pwedeng magkasama ng dark and light. Mostly it has a slight contrast, just as this, pang darker and then light. So again, for the tissue paper, dark, medium tone, and light tone. Try not to do na masyado madaming details, but if you're an advanced students, then by all means you could do it na. But doing the base and blocking the figure, try to keep it simple as possible muna. So there you go, and then of course don't forget yung shadow sa foreground. So quick explanation, cylinder or a rectangle first. For this area, cut yung folds, make it simple muna, wala munang curve areas. So cut lang muna, naka-angle yung lines, then after the construction, double check if this one is pantay or level, and then you could now slowly move and shape your construction drawing and create a more fluid flow or directions of lines. So this is Teacher Zheng for your second subject for this week's art class. I would see you guys on your respected schedules. I will post this on our YouTube link, and then send you the more detailed drawings on your emails and social medias. So up until then, I will see you starting Monday. May everyone a wonderful weekend. Up until then, this is Teacher Zheng. Stay home, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the week. God bless.